actually take you back to where we left off. Okay. I think I did one episode of the Dating Chronicles where I talked about this guy that I was dating, had went on like 5 dates with him. And if you haven't seen the video, I know it's on my YouTube channel and it's on my social media. So anyway, so I had went on the date, I went on like 5 dates with this guy. And hey, Atif, what it do? So anyway, I had went on like 5 dates with this guy, and I was like, I really liked him. Like he, had great personality. We vibed. We had really fun dates, good conversation. So when I left you all, like I think I had did a whole video of like one of our last dates, right? And I was like, okay, like this everything's going well. The only thing that I kind of, you know, I wouldn't say they were red flags, they were kind of like yellow flags, like the fact that number one, he had no interest in traveling, like no passport, no aspirations to get a passport. When I asked him about that, he's like, "Oh well, there's just so many places in the U.S. that I want to experience, so I haven't really thought about going abroad." I'm like, so basically, you're going to be picking me up from the airport from when I come back from all my trips because you're not coming. So that was like one of the yellow flags. Another yellow flag was the fact that he didn't drink. I mean, I try not to judge. I was just like, you don't drink, like I don't know. It's just something about I felt like the vibe would be off sometimes, but it never was. Like we always had a good time. He never had a problem with me drinking, so I didn't really pay any attention to that. So I continued to date him. I would say it probably was like date 6 or 7, and we were planning the date. And so I said, "Oh, rather than us go out, because I mean we had been bowling, to lounges, clubs, like we'd done it all, right?" I'm like, "Well, why don't we just Netflix and chill?" Here we go. Oh, yeah, I don't have Netflix. Okay, well, I do. You can log into my account. Like, okay. Oh well, um, yeah, I don't really. Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. Like, why don't we just, chill, let's go XYZ. He's like, wanted to take me somewhere else. I'm like, no, I just kind of want to chill and vibe, da da da. Cause my thing is like, I think it's at the point where I need to find out like how you live in. Like, I need to see your house. Okay. I need to like, pull back the covers and see like what's going on, right? And so he's like steady trying to talk me out of it. I'm like, oh gosh, here we go. And so he says to me, I think he says, "Oh, well, we can't." He said, "My mom lives with me." Okay, your mom lives with you? Hmm. Okay. So he's like, "Yeah, so I mean, we can get a hotel or something." I was like, okay. Just thinking to myself, okay, so your mom lives with you. And out of respect, you can't have company. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I was like, we're just gonna chill, watch movies. Like, it's not gonna be a big deal. And he's just like, no, no, he's like totally against it. And so that just turned me off. Cause I'm just like, like you checking off all the boxes, but there's kind of giving me just like a little just made me a little hesitant because I'm like, you don't have your own. Like you say your mom lived with you, and but his mom is like a vibrant, I don't know exactly how old she was, but like she kind of remind me of my mom. Like she living her best life. Like she don't really need her son to take care of her at this point in her life, right? So I'm just like, do your mama live with you or do you live with your mama? Because I mean, he's like 40 something years old. So, hey, Tyrone. So that was kind of like, let me do a little investigating. So I just did a little mini investigation. I just looked at his Facebook. And so when I went through his Facebook, I don't know, it was just like, just the background of like pictures in his house, like it was looking like it was his mama's house. Like it was things like bedspreads. Now, our my generation, we're into comforters and you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It was something about the fact that his bedroom had one of those floral bedspreads. I was like, that's definitely giving that's your mama's guest room vibes, right? Plants. It was like all kind of plants all over the house. I think the walls were painted like I don't know. I swear one of the walls was like purple. I was like, nah. You don't live with no, your mama don't live with you. You live with your mama. And so that was just like, I didn't know how to handle that. And to be honest, I didn't handle it the best way. I still feel bad to this day because I was turned off from at that point. And so I just kind of ghosted them. So usually, like, I give them a sandwich, okay? Like, I'm known for my sandwiches, right? If you've ever gotten a sandwich from me, you know what I'm talking about. So, a sandwich is when it's kind of like a breakup. It's a breakup text, basically. But in the text, you kind of start off with something nice. And then in the middle, you kind of, you know what I'm saying, give them the meat and then you end it with something nice, right? Because I don't like to hurt people's feelings. Like, I don't want to tear the brother down. I don't want to make him feel bad, but I was done. And so I had like a sandwich in draft, but I never got a chance to send it because I don't know, like it's just his whole demeanor. I don't know, maybe it's just how I started reacting to him because I didn't really like him anymore. Now that you live with your mama and you're 45 and you don't have a passport and you don't want one and you don't drink. And I'm just like, I just started thinking about all the negative things. So it kind of overshadowed like all the great dates that we had. And so I actually just I think he like texted me a couple times, like, well, what's up? Like he was trying to make plans, and I just stopped answering. And then I blocked. And I swear, like maybe a year later, he must have like called me from another number. He's like, I don't understand why you blocked me. That don't make no sense. I didn't do nothing to you. And like I didn't have no words for him. So